Hello, welcome back to Warrior's Edge, and welcome back to day 8 of your 30-day push-up challenge. My name is Andrew, if this is our first time meeting, and if this is your first day in the push-up challenge, it's a great day to join. We just have 36 push-ups to do in an 8-minute frame. There are plenty of other videos here from the first 7 days of this challenge if you need a little bit more rules or form tips or things like that, but today we stick with the descending, so we start with 8 push-ups in minute 1 and then subtract 1 push-up each minute until we get to 1 push-up in minute 8. No need to beat around the bush today or waste any time. As always, just grab a timer or a stopwatch, set for 8 minutes on the clock, and go. So I'll start with just standard push-ups here. So again, nice little 45-degree angle. Breathe in as you lower, breathe out as you press back up. All right, round 1 is done. Only 2 more days left of me talking during these. Starting on day 11, I'm going to switch over into voiceover territory because I'm going to have to focus on my breath so I can get all of this done. So also curious how your shoulders are feeling. So if you have been sticking around since day 1, just do a nice little check-in with your body. As always, just be kind to yourself as you explore. In the second round here, my kindness today is going to be knees down. Great. And again, just give yourself permission to use your knees if and when you need them. I know it can feel like you're not doing it correctly or you're taking kind of like the easier way out or anything like that, but in this challenge, especially as we get to the last week, your knees are going to be pretty vital for you in order to actually get through all of these push-ups. And it's about the health and protection of your shoulder joints and your wrists more than anything. So just be mindful. So I've got 6 push-ups here. I'm going to do a nice diamond shape. Was tough today. As we go along, again, you're adding on more and more push-ups. If you have been around since day 1, then that little set of 6 that you just did crossed you over 100 total push-ups for the challenge. So good job. And again, if it's your first day, that's great. Stick with it. By the time you find this video, maybe all 30 days will be out, or maybe not. So 5 seconds left right here, and then I've got 5 push-ups to perform. I'm going to do another diamond shape, but this time again, down on my knees. I think I have one more actually that I'm supposed to do. I think that was supposed to be 5. There we go. 5 push-ups done in that minute. And now we wait. And again, these weights can be a little bit difficult. I know there's a lot of you that just want to keep pushing to get them out of the way, especially as we're subtracting them like this. And you can see that the end is in sight. But again, part of this weight is part of the challenge for the meditation, for the mindfulness, for the presence of it all, and the reminder that when things get really tough, you're really gonna like having this time to rest. So 4 push-ups. I'm gonna do a wide arm variation for those. all set. I'm starting to sweat for myself here. My apartment gets very toasty and very humid. When I switch over to the voiceovers in a couple of days, I'm at least gonna put on my swamp cooler, which is just very loud, because hopefully that'll just help me stay a little cool in here. It's about 15 seconds to go, and then 3 more push-ups to perform. The last 2 sets, I'm still gonna work on really eccentric, slow movement, but this last little 3 right here, I'm just gonna pump them out. You think it would get easier as it goes along, huh? But it doesn't. It still is just as hard, just as challenging. But again, that's all part of what you're doing here. You're building your cardiovascular strength. You are building psychological awareness with your body. Maybe at this point, you're already thinking about how you're going to tackle the harder days. Maybe you're still wondering when the challenge is going to come. But again, stay with it, stay present. 15 seconds before just 2 push-ups, and then we only have 1 to go after that, and then day 8 will already be behind you. How exciting. So I'm gonna knock these 2 push-ups out right here, and again, I'm gonna try to move a little bit slower. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know, they're slow ones. I'm not gonna be able to hang out with them for the whole entire thing, but again, especially here in these first 10 days or so, the eccentric lower, that really slow build in these push-ups will help you build all the strength you need for pumping it out later on. So 1 more 15-second rest here, and then 1 more push-up to perform. Again, I'm gonna do my best to take that as slow as I possibly can. The way down is a lot easier for me than the way back up. So here we go. Still not quite as slow as I would like for myself, but about 35 seconds or so here for you remaining. And again, we come back to the idea and the question, what happens if I do not finish? So if you do not finish the amount of push-ups in the minute that you have, you just roll them over into the next minute. If that final minute comes around and you still have push-ups left over, your options are to either call it quits, track what you've done and try to do better the next time, or just call it quits for the time. Give yourself a little bit of time just to shake it out, a couple hours in between, and then come back to finish your reps later on. If I ever get to a place where I don't finish in the allotted time, I will just let you go if you have finished, but I will stick around and come back to finish all my reps later on. But for today, I am finished. We are also past that 8-minute mark, so if you're still working, then again, either track it or just come back to finish them later. So that was 36 push-ups done in 8 minutes. Great job. You're now up to 120 total push-ups for this month in this challenge. So if you've done since day 1, great job. Tomorrow, same deal. We add a minute, we add a 9th push-up, 45 total push-ups coming your way tomorrow, which will take your grand total to 165 for the month. Things are building pretty quick here. The next 2 days are the final 2 days of this descension period before we switch back to the ascension on day 11, which was my initial prediction for a time that people would bow out from the challenge because it would be too hard. So I guess we'll see how anyone proves me wrong for that. In the meantime, again, stay hydrated. We'll start to talk about some stretches and some warm-ups over the next few days to really keep well with your shoulder and your wrist strength. And in the meantime, I'll see you back here for day 9 and 45 push-ups tomorrow.